Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jave back here with another video. Appreciate all y'all for tapping in. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. I like to talk about all things self-improvement and entrepreneurship. Anyway, title of today's video: you gotta compete, bro. You gotta compete. Don't complain, compete. And this is kind of just gonna be a rant, right? Like, I ain't got nothing scripted out. I ain't really wrote down nothing. I just did the whole setup. You feel me? Got everything looking right. Back on YouTube with it. But this came from me scrolling, actually, right? Like me looking on Instagram, you know, getting caught in the loop, getting caught in the matrix, doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing things that's productive like this, which is prompted me to make this video right now. And the reason I say that is because, bro, it's really competitive out here for the things that you want in life. Like, I don't know about you, but I just don't see them just handing out Lambos. They not handing out Lambos. All the bad chicks, they not gonna just choose you out the blue. They not handing out the big cribs. They not handing out $100,000 months. They're not handing this stuff out to us. So what does that mean? People still have it. There's people still that's obtaining these goals. There's people still out there that have these things, that have the cars, that have the clothes, that have the women, that have the homes, that have the spiritual life, that have all these things, right? That's the only thing you don't got to compete for. Let me take the spiritual life out of it. You don't got to compete for God's love. That's given, right? But everything else on this physical plane, on this physical material earth, you have to compete for. And I don't say compete coming from a place of scarcity, of, oh, there's lack, or, oh, there's not enough of everything, right? I don't say it coming from that place at all. I say it more so coming from a place of not everybody obtains the things that they want in life because they don't have the right mindset. They don't have a competitive mindset. It's not a scarce resource to go get some money. There's a lot of Lambos out here. You can go get one. But people don't have the mindset needed to do what's necessary to get to the Lambo. And I know I'm talking about material things here, and I typically don't like to go that route as far as like overly emphasizing these material things. But I would be lying if I say that I don't get jealous, or I won't say jealous. I don't really get jealous. I don't really get, because I know I can do it. I would lie and say I don't get inspired or motivated by seeing other people winning, right? Like, let's get down to the granular details. The game that we play, fellas, if you a lady watching this, you may can take value from this as well. But the game that we're playing, fellas, is a game of status. Now, status is going to attract the clients that we want. Status is going to attract the women that we want. Status is going to attract the other male relationships of like networking that we want. Status is going to accomplish all those things. That's just the way the world works. You know, the more status or the more you appear to be of priority in the public's eyes, the more that people are going to appreciate you. It's just human nature. We all want to be accepted by the tribe, and we like people that's more accepted by the tribe, more accepted by more members of the tribe. Those are the people that we look to for leadership. For people that have a lot of status, we say, oh, they're a leader of the entire tribe because they have the most following. More people are looking at them. So therefore, their time, what they say, their life in general is more valuable to the marketplace. I won't say it's more valuable in God's eyes, you know. God views us all the same, but it's more valuable to the marketplace, you know. So that's what I'm doing. I'm scrolling on Instagram. I'm like, okay, these dudes, they got the chicks that look good. They got them liking their posts. They probably getting DMs from them. They getting comments. They posting they nice apartments. They posting their car that they hopping in. And all that's coming through status. So what do you have to do as a young man in today's day and age to boost your status? One, you got to be good to look at. Like, you have to be good to look at if you want to boost your status. Like, people aren't going to follow someone that they don't feel is good to look at. Now, you don't have to be the most attractive man in the world. Like, you don't have to look like me. Like, I know I'm gorgeous and like one of the most handsome people on the planet, but you could be, you know, attractive in a different way. It could be a certain hairstyle. It could be The way that you wear your clothes. It could be the clothes that you are wearing. It could be because your skin's so clear. And as a man, the beauty of it is you don't have to do too much to be attractive as a man. Like, it's not like a woman, whether you're like born with it or not. Like, you gotta have all these different hips, and like we more visual. We can tell like when one slight little thing is off about a woman. But a woman, and they're more emotional, more in tune how they feel, right? So as a man, to be more attractive, you know, less comes down to appearance, but more so, how do you sound when you speak? Are you confident? Do you look confident? Do you have chest up, shoulders back? Do you feel comfortable in your own skin? Are you wearing things that make you feel good? Because when you feel good, you portray good to the world. Are you taking care of your hygiene? Like, this is all simple stuff, guys. Like, go get a simple wardrobe, take care of your hygiene, get a little skincare routine, you know, and just start posting some pics, just being confident, right? So that's first. That's first to get your status up, is get your appearance right. And the whole reason that we're doing this is because we got to compete, fellas. This is what the other guys is doing. This is what I'm doing. You competing with me. You know, when you see me 6'4", 200 pounds, hairline, crispy, looking good, I got the drip on, and I walk past you and your girl, she looking at me, G. Like, I'm keeping it a bean. Like, she's, you know, that's what's going on. So I'm not saying this to brag. I'm not saying this to say I'm better, because I had to put in the work too. I had to hit the gym. I had to work on my skincare. I had to get my drip right. I had to get my confidence right. I had to get my social skills right. I had to get my communication skills right. You know, I had to get all this stuff up. And you see how I ain't bring up money yet, because it's really not that necessary. Like, I've had plenty of success with people and women without having to really do too much with the bag, but that's a different story. Again, I say this because we have to compete, fellas. Or what else? Like, what's the consequence? We get left behind. You don't get the things that you want in life. I think this is so serious. Like, what happens if you live your whole life and all the dreams and stuff you have in your head and the stuff that you inspired by, looking at other people like, damn, I want to do that. Damn, they traveling wherever they want. Damn, they're surrounded by all these attractive people. Dang, they looking like they're having so much fun. You know, maybe they're not having that much fun. I need to know. I need to know if it's that fun or not. Is Dubai that fun? Like, it's probably not, but shit, I want to know for myself. I want to be able to make that call. So it's just certain things that you're going to end up sacrificing or putting the pain in to be necessary, because it's painful to grow, at least in the beginning. Like, until you build the habits of taking care of your skin, hitting the gym, all these things I'm talking about is going to be painful. Like, it's painful in the beginning to take care of your appearance. It's going to take work. It's going to take mental thought. It's going to take willpower. So just keep that in mind, right? Like, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And that's where the competition comes in, because it's not to the man who is born with the most natural gifts and abilities. It comes to the man who's willing to put in the most pain in this lifetime once you're already in the world. Not the stuff that God gave you. There's a ton of people that waste their potential. I don't want to be a person that wastes their potential, right? So, like, it's about who can have the highest pain tolerance, do the things that other people aren't willing to do, and compete and outwork and outlast and outthink and out-strategize, outmaneuver, you know, the rest of the crowd, the rest of the other players. Whoever can do that is going to win the game. And what do you get when you win the game? That's the question. You get everything you could ever imagine, King. You get everything you could ever imagine, King. Do you want a Lambo? I want a Lambo. Do you want, you know, a beautiful, submissive, feminine woman that's smart and that can help you and build with you on your path? You may want 2 of those. You may want 3 of those. I don't know what you want. You may want a huge mansion in Hollywood Hills. You may want a penthouse in Dubai. You may want to just be able to travel the world with your mama. You better want to be able to retire your mama. Buy your mama a crib. But the only way it's going to happen is if you get up off your ass and compete every day. It's just that simple. So back to the list. Appearance. Number 1, compete with your appearance. Put the work in there. Look good. Number 2 is get on your purpose. Whatever that may be. I'm not going to make this video about purpose. But what do you feel like you was put on this earth to do? What do you feel like you was put on this earth to create? Who do you feel like you were put on this earth to be? That's the best question. Go with the last one. Who do you feel like you were put on this earth to be? And just sit with that question. and then act as if you were already that person. I feel like I'm put on earth to put these videos out, to do different things in business, to speak to the people. I feel like that. I feel like that in my soul, so I'm doing it. I'm just being who I feel like I'm supposed to be, right? Not gonna spend too long on purpose. Like, get on that. Put that over everything. Put that over the women. Put that over the cars. Put that over all this other material shit. That just comes as a result. And that's what happens when you... I hope my mic can't just turn off. Anyway, I still got this. That's what happens when you focus on the purpose, is you get everything else by default. Right? Like, too many people, I feel like we pedestalize the end result. We pedestalize the Lambo, myself included. You know, I feel you came on this video talking about all these material things, right? We pedestalize that a lot. But all that comes from just getting on what you're supposed to do, because people recognize that. People want to reward that. People want to support that. It's not even going to be people you know or grew up with. It's going to be people that you don't even know from the other side of the planet that rocks with it, that resonates with it, that takes value from it. Just do your best. Just do your best every day. Try to squeeze as much in as you can. And that will be the last part, I would say. Is once you are on your purpose, once you get your appearance right, document the journey. Put it out there. That's the only way you're going to get your status up, is if you're putting yourself out there. Whether that's through social media, digitally, which I would recommend because that's the day and age that we living in. But also putting yourself out there could be to attend networking events. Get out here and go to lunch. Shake hands. Meet people. Be a mover and shaker. It's a reason why these people are called these things. You know, move. Get on your grind. And then document it. Oh, I was here today. Take a picture. This is what I did. I hung out with such and such. We did this. We did that. Boom. Put that out. People gonna rock with it. Oh, okay, I bet. He making moves. He moving and shaking. I wonder what he could do. Can he help me? Then you start putting out value. Like, oh, he knows some stuff. This has helped me in my life. You do that for free. You know? Your value could be a nice picture of yourself. People get inspired by that. Value is a lot of different things. I would say study that for yourself. I don't want to make this video too long, but I feel like it's so important, bro. It just hit me. It didn't just hit me. Like, I've been feeling like this. Like, I know as a man, we got to compete. But you will honestly, on my self-improvement journey, you will come to the same conclusions a lot, and that's good, but also it shows that you're making the same mistakes. So you want to try to weed out these mistakes, and a lot of the mistakes will come from going back to what I said in the beginning, a lack of a competitive mindset. Like, after a while, like, we start to think that there's cheat codes and like secrets and like shortcuts and like, oh, I can manifest, or I can attract this, or, oh, I can meet a mentor and the mentor would help me do this, or I could buy this coaching program, or I could buy this course, or I could do, like, bro, no. It's whoever puts the most pain in, whatever's the most painful. You could learn sales from a course, or you could do 4,000 sales calls. It's going to take a lot longer. It's going to be harder. It's going to be more work to do this 4,000 sales calls. But who do you think is going to be a better salesperson? The person that went through the sales course, or the person that did 4,000 sales calls? This works for anything. You could read, you could watch LeBron hoop, study the mechanics, write it down, do everything. Kobe, Jordan, you could look at their whole game and pin it down and be an analyst. But who do you think is going to be better? The person that does that, or the person that goes in the gym and trains for 6 hours a day, working on the moves? Then going back to the lab, then going back to work on the moves. You know, so it's a simple game, bro. Put the volume in, put the work in. Most of us know what's necessary to win. The question you have to ask yourself is, are you willing to do it? I'm going to leave y'all with that one. Catch you on the flip side.